All right. We are discussing. We're gonna discuss that final episode of Game of Thrones. We're gonna discuss actually the whole Game of Thrones, uh, just on the whole, the finale and the whole series. What we think about it and what we think about how it ended. It's been a lot of talk about it. Been a lot of people going in, but y'all have not heard my thoughts on this. So I got a picture of Daenerys up there because, like I said before, I am Team Danny. I actually wanted her to take the throne. At first, I wasn't sure, but after what she did in the season before that, I'm like, yeah, yeah, it's she deserved this motherfucker. uh, but
Ugh.
so okay, season finale. Now, okay, let me go back. So remember, I'm gonna tell everybody had a problem with this season, right? You seen all the videos, all the YouTube videos about this is the worst season ever. This is trash. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, I said this in season 7. I said this 2 years ago, bruh. If you remember we had the whole discussion about how when Littlefinger got killed, that didn't feel right. Nothing felt
Hmm.
right. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Nothing felt right. And I was telling people was like, no, man, it's good, man. It's still cool. We're gonna get what we want out of we're gonna get what we want out of it. I said, no, you're not, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you keep following this shit, you're gonna be sorry. and and I see from all the reactions and shit, I was right. this shit this shit disappointed damn near everybody except me. Cause I knew what's gonna happen. Shit. I said this was gonna happen. How you feel about how this mug ended?
My big thing was I won't say I was surprised by how it ended. I'll just say that I expected not to like it.
Uh-huh. Why?
Yeah. Well, because like too much of the writing on the show kind of like because my thing has always been like I don't like I always track the narrative. And so, like, I'm looking at where they're placing people, how they're placing people, how they write character arcs and everything. I'm like, this ain't gonna be a good payoff for me. Like I'm looking at, I'm watching Danny go through her stuff. I'm watching, Bran and Arya go through their stuff. I'm like, I'm not gonna like where you gonna end up.
Right. But see, this is the problem right here. People didn't really like how it ended, but guess what? The way the George R. Martin, I'm just gonna say George Martin because I always take too long to get that out. But anyway, the way that George Martin wrote this and wrote these characters, it need longer time to play out. I think that's the biggest problem, man. They when they
Yeah,
wrapped it up, people wasn't happy because it's kind of like finishing something before it's done. It's like finishing it when it meant to go to 10 and you stopped at 6 and you just skipped 4. You left off the 4 more, and then you just like gave it an ending. It's not gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff was forced. Now I said this before too. Daenerys and Jon Snow, their relationship felt so forced. I didn't see no
yeah.
connection. I didn't feel they romance at all. Now,
Well, I think one of the weaknesses the show had was they were trying to come up with something narratively interesting, and so they went and did all this stuff with the Night King. But like everyone that came to this series because they read the books, so they're trying to find ways to fit these characters into what they become in the books. But they've done all this stuff with the Night King, so now they got to rush and try to backtrack, get folks put in the right places, put these two, get John and Danny together and everything. It's like, but like they had a whole arc in the books to get there. They had all this stuff go down, and so now all of a sudden we're there and we have no clue how we got there because they didn't put the time in.
I know, but see, that's the thing. By the time they met, I think it's meant to have a lot longer time for them to fall in love and to be,
Mhm.
I love you, you my queen. You know, that's all shit Jon Snow was saying. Like, really, dude, you don't really know her. How is she? Oh, you my queen. Shut up, man. It's like you met her last week. I mean, you know, you knocked it down. The shit was good. You know, but don't be telling me, oh, I'm in love. I love you. Like, dude, I think he had more love for the chick, that wildling chick he was messing with.
Agreed.
She was a crazy bitch though, but hey.
Hey, look, first off, Jon Snow officially has a type.
Crazy bitch.
Yeah, that's his type. That's what does it for. But like for whatever reason, he's only attracted to women with zero chill. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Hey, because she tried to kill when he had sex with what was her name, Ingrid or some shit. She looked like
Ingrid.
Yeah, whatever. But after they had sex, she was like, "Yeah, you mine now." He was like, "What you mean?" she's like, "So yeah, Jon Snow, you belong to me, motherfucker." I'm like, "Whoa, hold up." You know, just one night, girl. Come on, chill out. He tried to leave. She tried to shoot his ass with an arrow. She was she was off the chain.
Oh man.
But no, but I felt like Danny was in love with Count Drogo, and Jon Snow was in love with Ingrid. So it was like y'all gave them chemistry with two other people more than they had with each other. But at the end of the day, you put them together, and it felt like they just got together because, hey, you know, you the best looking girl up in here, and I'm the flyest dude up in this motherfucker. So we got to hook up. You know what I'm saying? That's
we can't not do this.
Right. That's basically the only reason they hooked up. You know what I'm saying? And Danny kind of like a little freak now. Count Drogo was like turned her out. So she saw. So when she saw him, she's like, oh, okay. You the king of the North. Well, let me show what you got. He was like, well, yeah, girl. You know, I used to fuck with wildlings, so you know what I'm saying. I get down. You know what I'm saying. I don't know if you ready for this. You know what I'm saying.
Look, like I'll look. You need to stop messing with these Southerners. All right, us Northern men know how to put it down.
Yeah. Let me show you how the king of the North put that pipe in.
This is going wrong already.
Just saying. I'm king of the North. You know what I'm saying? But no, seriously. Daenerys, to me, put in a lot of work. Because I remember following her story from the beginning, man. I just feel so sorry for her because she just seemed like a little scared girl, and her brother was just like the biggest asshole on the planet. You know what I'm saying? They just like, yeah, you gonna be. He tried to sold her. He sold off, and then the man. What?
Like, because for the folks that don't remember, her brother had one of the most satisfying deaths on a show full of satisfying deaths.
Yeah, it was a lot of those. And that's the thing. That's why this show is so good, because when somebody got what was coming to them, it was so satisfying. You know what I'm saying? So when Danny got killed, that was not satisfying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the way they did it, you know, Jon Snow stabbed her because she sounds like she crazy, and then he get to walk away because of that shit. No, you don't get to live. Okay, let me. Because I was trying to build up to this last episode.
I see you still feel passionately. I see that.
Look, I was building up to this last episode, man. I would talk real briefly about how Danny rised up. You know, she started off. They married her off to Count Drogo because they needed the Dothraki to overthrow the Seven Kingdoms or whatever, and you know, her brother died, so now it's her. And she turned a negative into a positive so much. That's why I was on her side. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she went from basically just a girl that, you know, she basically was being raped and all this and she just like took power. You know what I'm saying? She took ownership of all that shit. You know?
Because I kind of joined her team when she started putting it back on Khal Drogo.
That's what that's what I'm saying. She's like, I ain't finna sit here and just let you do. No, I'm finna fuck you. He was like, what? Okay, shit. So that was a power move. You know what I'm saying? She was like, because I remember old girl told her like Dothraki only fuck from doggy style because they like you know what I'm saying. And she's like well teach me how to fuck, you know, teach me how to do it. Teach me how to move my hips when I'm on top and all this stuff. So she learned new sexual positions and shit. And then so she turned that all the way around. And I was like, okay, she turned the negative to a positive, big time. You know what I'm saying? And I just been, you know, I've been on her team since like season 1, since she was, and then when the dudes, when she burnt the damn thing down, she's the only person come out with the dragons and shit. I mean, she lived through some shit. That's why this ending kind of pissed people off.
That was my problem with the ending, was like, she was clearly the one that was supposed to win. Like, she deserved it. She put in all the work.
Yeah, right.
And then at the very end,
well, see, everybody got mad because they was building up to her to be this savior, and then they turned her into this evil dictator. Did you just slap that dog?
No. I would never do that.
Well, we can't prove that. It was off camera. So anyway. I may have allegedly thrown a hat in its general direction. Gotcha.
What happened after that, I don't know.
Right. Gotcha. So let's talk about Jon. Jon was a bastard. Jon got sent to the wall because Catelyn got tired of looking at him. Whatever. He, you know, he fought his way, became king of the North, you know, blah, 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 blah. I'm not a Jon Stark fan, first of all. Jon Snow, sorry. I'm not a Jon Snow fan. He's too goody two-shoes. I didn't like him. So they had them fall in love, dance of ice and fire, whatever. Then it comes out that he was actually a Targaryen. That's actually his auntie, whatever. Incest is all through this show, so it ain't even a big deal no more. So let's talk about this ending, dude. Let's talk about this finale. Okay, so they've been setting up for Daenerys to be this mad queen for a while. Am I right? Yeah. Did you not see it coming, or did it surprise you? No. When she did what she did it surprise you? Answer me that.
No. Because to me, that was too on brand for her. Like, it's the next level, but it's still on brand. You know, because she's the type, she don't get even, she gets ahead. You know.
But see, they set up, used that last season was pretty much pushing in that direction that she is going to be out of control. You know, they was pushing in that direction because she got to the point where every time somebody like Tyrion be like, hey, you know, we should send them to the dungeons, and no, fuck that. I gave them a chance to retire. I gave them a chance to quit. I gave them a chance to bend the knee. They didn't, so they getting burnt alive. The cars. You know what I'm saying? That's that. You know what I'm saying? It was just to the point where she started showing less mercy. And if you couldn't see something building, then you wasn't paying attention. That's all I can say. Because I saw something building. I was like, yeah, they're going to go with the Mad Queen. And why is everybody surprised when they actually did it? You know what I'm saying? I heard so many people talk about her turn to the Mad Queen. Now I'm hearing all people talking about, I can't believe they did this. This is the worst right ever. Are you mad because they actually pulled the trigger? You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of people talking about shit. They just did it.
I think, because for one thing, folks at every turn with this show have misread what it's supposed to be. You know, like, at the end of the day, people don't, you know, own up, don't give into their better nature. The good guys don't win. You know what I'm saying? Like,
correct.
The world George R.R. Martin set up don't work that way. You know, like, there's a reason the Lannisters was running so much stuff, because they were the ones willing to do the worst stuff. You know, then someone came along ready to be better than them. All of a sudden, no more Lannisters. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the way this world works. So if you're gonna be the top dog, you're gonna have dragons. You're gonna say, "I'm gonna burn anybody that step over this line." If somebody steps a toe over that line, they getting burnt.
Hey,
You know,
so I was like, and I hear you, and I was like to the point where I say, if we're gonna go with the Mad Queen, let's just go with it. You know, not know
yeah,
she's so evil that we got to get her killed. No, I was on Team Danny. I was like, hey, you know what, Danny? If you're gonna go this route, I'm with you. I'm like Grey Worm. I'm like, look, I'm with you, man. Whatever you say, Queen. Because that's why I said, okay, now we'll get to this last episode. So Danny lost her mind and just once what's the name gave up, once Cersei gave up, Danny's supposed to have stopped the attack. But she continued to attack. And not only did she continue to attack, but she fucking burnt everything in sight. Okay?
yeah,
So this is my thing. Everybody's crying and sad because the person they thought that was going to be the hero of the series ended up being the villain of the series. But what's the old saying? Live long enough to see yourself become
you either
the
die a
villain.
hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
And I'm saying, would anybody else done this? Like, would Tywin done this? Would Cersei? If I shudder to think if Cersei had control of that dragon, what she'd do. You know
Look, we wouldn't have even made it to this many seasons if Cersei ever had a dragon.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, y'all just mad because y'all lost y'all hero. Y'all mad because she didn't do what she thought she was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, y'all set up for the Mad Queen. Y'all gave us the Mad Queen. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that I'm happy with the way it turned out because it was too quick. But if you're gonna end it, at least give me what you said. At least pull the trigger on it. They pulled the trigger. So I wasn't mad at that episode when she just roasted everybody. I actually one of the few people that was cool with that. Everybody else was like, "Oh my god!"
Like, because I'm sitting there like, run him.
I know.
You know, like, it's like, especially because like it's such a visual thing. Because like we've seen over the course of how many seasons now, nothing good comes out of King's Landing.
I know. So she was like, "Look, if you going to work for the Lannisters, you die. Period." That was just what she said. So we got to, and we're gonna get to this, and this is last episode, man. So Tyrion walking through the it was kind of fucked up though. They showed like charred bodies, just like it's war, goddamn it. And so Grey Worm has some Lannister soldiers, and he's gonna execute them. And then Jon Snow weak ass come in and tell him, they're prisoners. The war is over. And he was like, hey, anybody ain't gonna drop their colors, they gonna get it. And you know what? I was hearing some people talking about how they hate Grey Worm now. And I was like, you know what? Grey Worm had enough of this world. Grey Worm got first of all, he been castrated, slave his whole life. Then he finally fall in love and he watched the person he loved head get cut off. Why you hate Grey Worm for being just hating everybody?
Look,
I mean,
the only thing in this world that Grey Worm has left is his queen.
Right, we're going to get to that. So we're going to get to that. Because that would, to me, piss me off. And I'm going to tell you why I got pissed off on something with Grey Worm and the queen. So I like the fact that Grey Worm is with Daenerys all the way. I think that's the right move. Don't give me this goody two-shoes shit. Every time they kill somebody, I got to look the other way. No, they kill my people, I kill their people. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? That's his mindset. You know what I'm saying? And Grey Worm don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand that. I don't know why people don't get that. Okay, so we got this big build up to Jon Snow going to talk to Daenerys, and he's trying to basically decide should he kill her or not. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: she come out give this speech, and it's a badass entrance. Like she come out, boy, she got this, she ain't wearing white no more. She got on black now.
Oh no. Queen of Ashes.
Yeah. So she got on black now. You know what? That makes sense. It look like her shit is like color of ash. So she got on because she got it like light color black, kind of grayish. And then so she come off the dragon in the background, wings spread.
Right? Did the wings come out behind her?
Yeah, it's a dope ass shot. And all the Unsullied, they like clicking they spears and shit. It's a dope ass shot. You know what I'm saying? If anybody say anything about this season, you gotta appreciate the production.
Yeah.
And she give out, she come out, she give her speech, and she like, yeah, we did what I said what I was gonna do. I'm here for y'all. Fuck everybody else. I'm like the Dothraki and the Unsullied. Y'all my people. I promise y'all I was gonna take this, and we took this, and now we about to take the rest of the world.
Which let's remind folks that was the promise.
Yeah. See, they thought that she was cool with just the Westeros. No, that's just the beginning. So she gave her speech, which is a nice, actually pretty dope scene. And Tyrion come out, and he give her the whole look like, I can't believe you did this. I don't know you no more. And that's what I was telling you earlier. Did you really know her to begin with? You just met her a couple of I guess it was a couple of years. I don't even think it's been that long. But my point is, nobody was with her in her journeys. All the people that was with her when she became who she is, they all died. You get me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the people that know her now, it's like, how can you do this? I thought I knew you. You did know her. To me, Jon Snow.
They knew a sales pitch.
Yeah, I know. You're right. And Jon Snow kept giving her this look like, oh my God, I can't believe that you're evil. What did you do? And remember I was telling you, she didn't fuck up. They fucked up. Because this is what she always was. You know what I'm saying? So you made the mistake of trusting. You made the mistake. She didn't make a mistake. She did what she was gonna do. And like people were saying, she did things that always showed that she was gonna do this shit. Like when she took that town, it was like when she took all the slave masters and she put them on crosses and had them pointing in one direction or some shit. That ain't the work of a normal person.
Kill the masters, man. Like that. There was no way she was going to be some benevolent queen come through and
Stop it. You messed up, John.
She was always going to destroy everything that was in her way.
Exactly. If you don't bend the knee, the chorus. That's it. You're going to bend the knee, the chorus. Next, you're going to bend the knee, the chorus. Next, you know what I'm saying? You're going to bend the knee. Yes. All right, get the fuck out of here. You're going to bend the knee. Well, I got arthritis. The chorus. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. So we finally get to the end. Jon Snow fucking say, he tried to talk to her, and he'd be like, what about everybody else? She say, yeah, if they don't fucking give us the program, that's their ass. You know what I'm saying? She basically just told her that, and then he stabbed her. And this is where I said, okay, first of all, I didn't like that because you was like, you always gonna be my queen, and then stab her like, because I love you so much. Yeah, right, whatever, you don't love her. Anyway, this is what I said the problem with Grey Worm. So after this, Grey Worm did not kill Jon Snow. They just put him in jail.
Yeah.
Bull it. I call bull on that, man, because I'm looking like Grey Worm would have been wanting to have Jon Snow head like on a pike. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have went down like that. You know what I'm saying? So I disagree with that. And then Tyrion bargained for his life. Tyrion was in jail too, which both of them should have been executed. So they had this little meeting or whatever, and they decided to make Tyrion. Oh man, they let Tyrion live, and then they decided to make Bran the king.
Yep.
Bran the Broken. Why? Oh, I don't know. You know what's so funny though? Sam, Sam,
Mhm.
Sam had gave the idea. Let's have a democracy, and they was like, "Sit your ass down." So I'm looking
This
like,
boy got jokes.
yeah, I'm looking like, dude, why did y'all kill the queen just to laugh at the idea of having a democracy? You know what I'm
But look,
saying?
so it's like they haven't had a ruling monarch that worked for them in like 3
That's what
generations.
I'm saying. The shit is gonna
But
happen again if you fucking around gives what's stopping the next person from doing this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like if they would have killed Daenerys, right, and then started a democracy after that, then I would have been okay, that makes sense. They saying,
yeah,
look, this old way, it ain't working, it killed too many people. We fucking gotta have a new way. Let the people decide to start a democracy. You know what I'm saying? But no. They laughed at that and they still go right back to the same way they've been doing things.
I mean clearly that's how they like it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I didn't like that last episode. I like things about it. I didn't like the fact that Jon Snow got to live. He just went back to the wall for the watch. And I'm looking like, hey, watch, why you got a wall? Ain't no more White Walkers. And the wildlings are
Nope.
living in the north now. You don't even need a
Yep.
wall no more. So anywho, I'm gonna wrap this up, man, because I gotta go ahead and go. But that is my discussion on the last season. The last finale on Game of Thrones. The whole thing. It's a good show. It actually could have actually been benefited if it was on for about 4 more seasons to flesh out some of the stuff they wanted to do. But yeah, man. So let's go ahead and wrap up. Thanks for checking out the podcast. Subscribe to the channel and check out our reviews. And then next week, man, we're gonna try to do it at 12. That way we can have time to do other shit. But
Right.
but be on the lookout for those reviews. There's a lot of good movies coming out this summer, and we will be reviewing them.
And don't be shy with them thumbs up. Give us them likes. All of them.
Yeah, all right, man. We out of here, man. Peace.
Peace.
All right, man. I had to stop it before your ass fall asleep and some shit.
Man, I'm fine. All right, it's the lighting. It's the lighting. It makes me
Whatever.
look